Oh yeah, what's going on, guys? Good morning. We're live Monday, August 14th, episode 6. Let's go. Stand by.
Social frenzies, who's your next bestie, baby? False realities and drugstore remedies. I got the world on my mind. It may be never comes. We're out of time, babe. I got the world on my mind. It may be never comes. We're out of time.
Woo! Hey, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I did. I had a great weekend. We had the Lace 'em Up, the Brett Hundley. We were at the Brett Hundley Lace 'em Up Walk for Epilepsy. That was yesterday morning over at Long Beach, and that was a great event that Brett Hundley put on. For those of you who don't know, Brett Hundley was it's a legend over at UCLA, an awesome quarterback that went on and played in the NFL, the Green Bay Packers, and he was on the podcast 2 weeks ago, and we shared some stories there. If you didn't catch that, go ahead and check that out on Apple Podcasts and or Spotify. You can check that out on YouTube. I'm here every Monday, 11 a.m. YouTube live. I'll be streaming live, and then it'll be distributed out to Apple later on in the afternoon, and so you can check out all those episodes. And what I'm doing here is that I'm trying to reach out to the real estate community, to all the realtors in the Los Angeles area, but also throughout Southern California. I've got agents down in San Diego that I work with. So if you if maybe you're an agent who doesn't go into the office quite often, and you're looking for a rep, you don't have all the the resources and the benefits that you get that come with working with a good title rep or a great title company, that's what I'm here for. So jump on with me every Monday, 11 a.m. We can chat. I'm going to share all the greatest and the latest technology, tools, resources that we have here at Pacific Coast Title Company. So we're going to go over some great stuff on Title Toolbox today. Just just how to apply some great filters. Again, right now we're in a challenging market, right? So we want to be, we want to be proactive in and how we approach our marketing. We want to constantly be out sprinkling seeds. So I'm going to help you with that. I'm here to support you guys 7 days a week. You know that. But anyways, going back to the walk, it was a great event yesterday. I'm all sunburned. I thought it was just the lighting, but I just realized that my face is all sunburned, and because we were out, for probably a good 4 hours. But again, it was just a great event. A lot of kids, there's a lot of children affected with epilepsy. My own daughter being one of them. She just turned 21, but there's a lot of adults, who are coping with epilepsy. And more than you probably think, just in the city of Long Beach alone, there's like 17,000 people dealing with epilepsy. And there's just not a lot of information out there. So Brett and the Hundley Foundation have really set up a great community. And they support people with epilepsy. Maybe, somebody, or you're afflicted with the ailment. Check it out. That's the hundleyfoundation.org, and you can get a lot of information. There's going to be a great event here in Anaheim in October that we go to. It's called the EADD, the Epilepsy Awareness Day at Disneyland, and they have this great conference there. And I'm going to share that information with you too over the next few weeks, several weeks. If you're like I said, if you or someone or loved one who's suffering with epilepsy, there's a lot of help, and it's done a lot of great things for my family just to have that information. I want to shout out a lot of the support and the love that we got here from a lot of our colleagues and friends in our business here at Pacific Coast Title Company. Thank you. I think she raised almost $1,100. She had a goal. My daughter had a goal of raising $500, and we went well over that. I don't have all of the names, but I know Hank Aguilar, David Gomez, great title rep of ours, Lou Morial, I think Justin Nuri, just a lot of our great reps. They all jumped in and supported, and people, staff within our company, supported, and really it really made a big difference. And thank you again to Brett Hundley for jumping on the podcast with me. Hope to get you on again, man, and we'll talk about what's going on with the foundation moving forward, and with this battle against epilepsy. So thank you for that. If you guys don't know, I'm here every Monday, 11 a.m. on YouTube Live. And I'll be podcasting out to Apple, Spotify. So you could check that. If you miss it during the day, you could check it out later on. We're going to go through some, by the way, if you have anything that you need this week, property profile, you need some farming, please feel free to reach out to me. 626-392-7993. You can email me direct, open@CoreyTitleRep.com. Email me, please, open@CoreyTitleRep.com. If you have an open order, if you need a prelim, we have this great listing prelim that we have. It's called an LP order, and we can knock that out within minutes. And it's just a great snapshot, kind of an abbreviated prelim that you get. So feel free to request that anytime. Also, check out our website, pct.com. www.pct.com. We got a lot of great resources up there, informational booklets, flyers. If you're new to the business, you'll definitely want to check that out. Again, it's all about information. So information is going to make you more powerful. We're going to go through some filters that can be applied through the Title Toolbox. And that's the PCT Title Toolbox. Again, you want to jump on that. If you don't have access to that, again, give me a call, and I'll get you set up. I can even give you one-on-one training. I can do a class if you're a broker. And like I said, if you're an agent and you're in the office, great. I'll come out, visit you. We can do some classes. I can sit down with you one-on-one. But if you're not in the office, maybe you're part-time and you'd like to benefit from some of these resources, I'm here for you. And that's why I want to jump on, weekly, share with you all of the updates, and we can do one-on-one training on a lot of these tools. And it's just, again, it's just the more tools that you have in your shed, the more weaponry you have in your arsenal, you're going to be that much more powerful out there. And in this market, we need to be, we need to be out there, targeting, going after, people who need to sell, people who need to list and sell, people who need to buy, because if you're out there, just, sprinkling it, your marketing everywhere, you're just going to be wasting your time and your money. You want to be a little bit more target specific, and that's what this is about today. Again, PCT Title Toolbox. Check that out at www.pct.com. And I'm going to go ahead and share it with you, my screencast. So we're going to go into the Title Toolbox application. If you have this, you can go through this with me. And if not, like I said, we'll go ahead and do a tutorial. We'll do a, we could do a class, or we could do a one-on-one over Zoom. We could do it live over the phone. However you wish, I can accommodate that for you. So in the Title Toolbox, you'll notice, you got this tab up here up top called the property search. We're going to click on the property search, and I've already sort of pre-selected a property, so I kind of know the area. So we're going to select this property, pull it up. And again, we'll go ahead and expand the screen here. You'll notice this drop-down menu right here. You'll see this little gear symbol. And through that gear symbol, you have a couple options for a couple really good reports. One, you can pull a property profile with comps, comparables. You all know what that is, right? And if you don't, hey, that's okay. I'm here to teach you. And the property profile through here, it's a great profile. You can get that. It's a little bit more abbreviated than the actual profile that we send from the office. The profile that we do from the office is going to include all of the documents, taxes, all of the open, like I said, open documents, grant deeds, deeds of trust. So you'll get a little bit more thorough. And sometimes, if you have a listing appointment, you'll want to order that hard copy, because the hard copy, like I said, it's going to include the documents, and it's something that you can share in person with your client. So if you have a listing appointment, you'll have that nice color booklet you can open up, share that with the client. And if you want to order two of them, order two. Keep one for yourself as an agent on that property if it's your listing. And then, if it was a listing appointment, you save that and give that to the potential seller, right? Or, if it's a buyer that's coming in to an open house. But this is a digital format here that we're going to be working with. Again, Title Toolbox, on that property that we selected where the gear symbol is, we have a profile comps. So we can run that full profile, right? And it takes a little bit because this is a live program. So it's populating a profile. And I'll just show this to you real quick just to give you a little update. If you haven't worked with Title Toolbox and you haven't used it for profiles, I know a lot of you guys use TitlePro247.com, and we have that as well. PCT 247 is what we call it. So as this report populates, you'll see here that it's generating the report profile with comps, and click here to view. And you can see, just to get, take a look here at what this looks like. Now this is a property profile. And you've got the transaction history, the comps, and you have hyperlinks here for the documents if you need a copy of the document. So again, this is a good, like I said, a good abbreviated profile, but it's a pretty thorough. I would say I wouldn't really call it abbreviated, but it's pretty thorough. But if you want the hard copy, the bounded hard copy, we have a real nice one that we call the Concierge Property Profile. And we can go ahead and send that out to you. We can even overnight it to you if you're not local. So I'm going to go ahead and close that up. Now, that's just one property profile that we ran on this specific property. But what I want to do is, let's just say we have a listing in that area. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and expand that map right here where this little arrow is. We're going to expand it, and you can see my property here listed as property number 1 on our map. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit. I'll take this live the live sign off so that you guys can see the full map. So if you notice right here, we got our property in question, the one we just ran the profile on. So what I'm going to do is around that property profile is I'm going to expand the boundaries. We're going to do a boundary around this profile. And we're going to select specific filters so that we can see what's going on. I'm going to tell you how to get the full amount of that boundary. So we have the full farm, and then we're going to kind of chop it up into little micro farms so we can have, again, a more targeted approach to our marketing. Again, this is through the PCT Title Toolbox. If you don't have access, you give me a call. Okay, so we'll go back into our screen. And you see, again, number 1 here is my property in question. We're going to go up to the farming feature here. And we're going to do a boundary search. We'll click continue. And so around that listing, again, let's just assume that's a listing of yours. And we want to mark it around that listing. You can see now I pin drop in that upper left corner. I'm going to drag it across to the right. We're going to make this boundary pin drop in every corner on this map. And then we'll double click on the final corner. And you'll see that here. And up at the top here, there's a green tab it says Get Count. So we're going to click on Get Count. So now out of that boundary, if you look down here at the bottom, you'll see it says 136 properties were found against this given search. Fantastic. So we have 136 properties. It's kind of small, and I recommend, when you're working with farms, don't go too large. Don't go too big on this, because you want to effectively work that farm. You don't want to, again, we're trying to be a little bit more target specific. So we'll do, smaller areas. I would say, not larger than 300 records in a farm territory. So in this case, it's a little bit small, maybe double that, but we'll work with this for now. So we have on this boundary, again, this is around my listing, right? I'll have 136 properties. So I'm going to go ahead and download these records. And here's my list here. You can see all these records right here. And each record has that same gear symbol that we had in the beginning. And it allows you that opportunity to pull the profile and comps. And you can pull a net sheet through here. And this is on that one single property. But you're looking at the whole list here as a whole. This is the full farm. There's 132 records here in this farm. And I'm going to show you something else real slick through here too. And I've talked about this before. It's called the lead sheet. But I'll do that at the end of this kind of filter tutorial. Again, we're going through some of the filters on Title Toolbox. If you're just joining us, or if you check this out later. So we're going to go ahead and screencast right back onto the screen. Just got a message. Okay, so here we go. So here's our map. Here's our list. We're going to go into farming, and then we're going to go to the area search. And this is where all the filters are. And there's a lot of different filters that we can apply. If we were looking for delinquent taxes within that list, which I think is, by the way, is a good thing to check out. Run your full farm list, right? In this case, we have 136 records on our farm. I would like to check out under assessment and taxes, if there's been any, delinquent taxes. You can, right here, what we'll do is we'll click on amount of delinquent taxes, and we'll say between, let's say, or let's just say greater than. We'll say anything greater than $2,500. Okay. And we're going to go down to the bottom of this. Click Get Count. And so now on that boundary map of 130, I think it was 132 records, I'm looking for anything that has delinquent taxes within that boundary of $2,500 and more. And you can see at the bottom here, it says 0. So there's no delinquent taxes that were greater than $2,500. And that's okay. Again, we're just doing a little bit of homework. This is all, this is what you should be doing every time you have a listing. Every time you have a listing, or even if you know somebody who has a listing, if somebody in your office has a listing, or just to, in general, if you're running a profile and you want to kind of get a good snapshot on the area, because that's what it's about. It's about understanding, knowing what's going on in your farm territories. And, you might have several, but by doing this, you're micro leveraging that farm, and you're able to kind of see what is potentially going to sell within the next, months or 12 months even. It's just keeping an eye on the neighborhood. You're doing your job. That's your job. It's your job, right? To keep an eye on what's going on, who needs help, life-changing events. Were there any divorces filed, AODs? You just want to do your job and really understand the market, those little micro markets, we'll say. So we're gonna go back into farming, and you see that I have the shaded boundary, 132 records here. So I'm gonna go back into that farming area search. Now, area search is where all of the filters are. So we're gonna click on that area search tab. We're gonna go to custom filters, and here's some slick algorithms that you can use. So we're gonna pull something up called the next seller list, and you can see right here it says next seller. It's ownership plus or minus 1 year from the average years owned. So this is not makeup. This is hard, cold facts. This is in this area on this map. It's gonna pull records, transfers that have occurred within the average year owned on that map. So this is something that you want to use every time you have a listing, every time you have a property in question that you're looking at. So here we are. We're going to go change this drop down menu from all to yes. Yes, I want the next sellers on this boundary map. We're going to click get count, continue. And you see we have 8 properties found. If you look at the bottom of the list here, we got 8 properties found that have this search criteria. So 8 out of 132 are primed to sell next. You should absolutely be contacting them. Whether you're door knocking, or you're going to send a letter, or you're going to get, you want to make a phone call. Through Title Toolbox, by the way, in the premium feature, you can actually order email addresses and phone numbers. Not something that I can't provide, but through your account, you can go ahead and order those. I think they're, depending on what kind of record it is, they start at 5 cents a record. Premium side of Title Toolbox. So that's definitely something that you want to check out, the next sellers list. Okay, so you saw that we had the 132 records on our full boundary. Great. So you have the full farm, and then we ran another list here called the next sellers list, and you have 8 records. So those 8 records, for sure, out of those 132, you want to go ahead and target those, because those are primed to sell, right? They have the highest propensity to sell. So again, we're in the area search. We have our boundary still selected. We're going back to farming. We're going to the area search again, and we're going to click on custom filters. Now we're going to run an algorithm called the empty nester algorithm. And this is 30 plus years of ownership, 3 or more bedrooms. So 30 plus years, 3 or more bedrooms. More than likely, these folks are, they're retired. The kids are off. They're out of the house. They're empty nesters, right? So maybe it's a 2-bedroom or, 2-story, and they want to downsize. You're looking at multiple deals here. You can help them sell this property, relocate them, buy another property. Who knows? You might double end the sale on their listing. So we're going to go ahead and click on this empty nester algorithm. We're going to change that drop down from all to yes. Yes, I do want all of the empty nesters on my boundary map of 132 records. So you can see down at the bottom here, you have the boundary. These are the filters that we have applied. Then we have the empty nester algorithm, 30 plus years ownership, 3 plus bedrooms. It's in the state of California, and we're doing single family residences and condominiums. And we can change that too. You can change that. If we just clicked on this SFR condominium, you could actually change that and X that out, and you would close off the condominium, the condo feature. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go ahead and say yes on the empty nesters, and we're going to get count. How many empty nesters do we have on this boundary of 132 records? So we go ahead and click continue, and machine is thinking. Machine is thinking. No, I'm just kidding. So hit okay. So again, like I said, this is a map oriented program, and it runs live. So it does have to populate and think and pull this data for you. Okay, so here's the results on that boundary map. We have 132 records, and we ran the empty nester algorithm over our boundary map. I have 38 properties found on that filter. Fantastic. So now I have the list of the full farm, 132 records. I have 8 empty nesters. Sorry. 8 next sellers, right? That was the last list. Now this list, we have 38 empty nesters. Okay. So you kind of see what's happening here. You have 3 farm lists now out of the one that we ran, the original one with 132. So we have 132 on the full list. We have 8 next sellers and 38 empty nesters. Okay, so you're already saving time, you're saving money, because you are now targeting, you're being target specific about what you're going after. And that's the idea, right? You have to go after people who need your help, right? You can't just, throw everything against the wall and see what sticks. No, forget that. You're going to waste your time, you're going to waste your money. Go after the people who need your help, who need to sell. And I can't stress that enough. This is I want you guys to win. Why? Because you guys win, we all do well together. We break bread together. And I hope that you guys will consider us. Again, like if you're new to the business, or if you don't have a rep, or you don't have a title company that you're working with, maybe you work from home. I'm here to be that support guy for you. I'm available 7 days a week, and I kid you not, I swear I'm available 7 days a week. If you guys need anything, I have access to everything right here. And I do a lot of my own farm work. I have an amazing customer service department that I work with, but I also do a lot of my own customer service direct. Okay, going back to the list. So you have the 38 empty nesters now. Fantastic, right? We have 132 records. We have 8 next sellers and 38 empty nesters. And so I'm going to go ahead and go through one more today, because it looks like I'm getting short on time, and I don't want to, keep you on too long. But this is just to give you a good little tutorial on how to apply these filters. So again, and I'll go back. This is our boundary list that we ran. This is we had a listing in here, remember? So we had 132 records that I pulled up a boundary around our listing. I'm going to farming. I'm going to area search. I'm going to custom filters. Okay. Now, what's another good filter that we can apply here? Off of this list of filters, I also have out-of-state owners, which is fantastic. This is a great filter to apply, because you might have investors who have picked up properties and are holding for quite a while. Maybe they're not flippers, right? But they're holding for 10, 15 years, and they themselves might be becoming of retirement age, and they want to liquidate some assets now. Maybe the properties you've driven by this property and it's dilapidated. You can contact these out-of-state owners and say, hey, I saw your property located at 123 Main Street, and would you be? I'm an expert in the area. Would you be interested in selling, or perhaps maybe even picking up some more assets and adding more assets to your portfolio? It's just a great way to contact out-of-state investors, owners. So we'll go ahead and click on this filter. We'll say out-of-state, yes, and we'll go down to the bottom, get count, continue. And I see a list of 2 out-of-state owners. So these are absentee owners out of state. You should contact them too. And we can help you with that too. We can help you get the mailing address for an out-of-state owner. So you can send them a letter. And, you know, I think it's another great little filter. Again, it's only 2 records, right? So you have 132 on your list. You have 8 next sellers, and you have 28, I think it was 28 on the empty nester. No, 38 on the empty nester list. And now you just got 2 out-of-state owners off of your boundary. That's a lot of information, folks. I mean, that's, if you're an agent, you have to be doing this. This is what you got. You should be doing this daily. This is the kind of work that should be part of your regular routine every day. Consistency every day. If you're a broker out there, you'd like me to come down and talk to the team, fire them up, show them how to use this. That's what I'm here for. I do this. I can train your agents. If you're, like I said, if you're an agent who works from home, I can do this over Zoom. I can do this individually with you. We can meet for coffee. Of course, we have to go stag. I'm just kidding. No, that's just, we're so regulated, so we got to be careful with everything. But anyways, I want to make sure that, you have access to this. I want to make sure that you have the resources and the tools that you need. If, like I said, if you're not in the office, why should you not benefit from having a great title company to work with? And believe me, trust me, we have an amazing team. We have some of the best in the business. I'll just call it out right now. We have the best in the business. We've been doing this a long time, and we get to see a lot of these great tools come out from companies like Benutech, the developers of the PCT Title Toolbox, Black Knight, even Title Pro 247. So that's going to be it for today on lead generation. I wanted to share that with you. And I'm going to continue to, that's going to be kind of one of the main focuses when we talk about, title is I'm going to use all of our tools that we have here, that can help you, train you how to use these resources and these tools to develop new relationships, to target new sales. Because again, if I can help you guys stay busy, we stay busy. And that's what it's about. So don't forget to call me, my direct number, 626-392-7993. You can email me open@CoreyTitleRep.com. And we'll set up an appointment. By the way, I wanted to show you a little bit of footage here. This is from the Hundley Foundation Epilepsy Walk. That's my daughter, Brett Hundley, there. On the beach. It was nice because it was kind of overcast, and then it did get sunny. That's why I got all burnt. But it was a nice day. It was a real nice day. I think we had probably close to 200 walkers. And so, again, shout out to Brett. This guy is a class act, man. An amazing quarterback, UCLA and the NFL. He came in for Aaron Rodgers when Aaron had his shoulder issues or his collarbone issues. But anyways, he's just a class act, man. Just, a great guy. So again, we'll end it on that note. In the coming weeks, we're going to have, I just got word today, we're going to have a great probate attorney will be on with us. And it's going to be fantastic. So I'll share that with you, when he'll be on in the coming weeks. If you're, stay tuned. We got some great people coming on. I think Hank Aguilar is going to be jumping on with us too, and some other good, some great people who've been in the business who know and can share with you their knowledge as well. Not going to just be me up here, every week. We had Liz on last week from the office, PCT Title Operations. So you guys have a great week, and if you guys need me, don't forget to reach out. Again, 626-392-7993. Don't forget to follow me, and if you can, please subscribe. I'm just trying. The podcast is fairly new. We're in our infancy, and it's about 6. This is our episode 6. So check it out. If you're in real estate, if you're in lending, if you're in escrow, please share it. Tell people about it. We're trying to promote it. Again, it's a resource for you. I'm going to share different content up here. It won't always be real estate driven. Sometimes we'll have like we had Brett on, NFL quarterback. We might have some people in sports and music as well. I'll share that with you in the coming weeks. And like I said, we got some good stuff coming. So I'll go ahead and leave you with that. Don't forget to jump on next week, 11 a.m. YouTube Live will be streaming here. But check out the podcast later as well if you missed it today. And again, subscribe. You guys have a great week.
I'm feeling good.